is Tatata Sahur sleeping right next to a golden egg. Tung Tong Sahur slowly picks up the egg, and he's about to leave. But boom! He slips on a banana peel, and Tatata Sahur wakes up. Oh my god, he's looking so angry! Tung Tong Sahur quickly runs outside, but Tatata Sahur is following him too, and he's about to catch Tung Tong Sahur. But boom! He freezes all of a sudden. It looks like this Brainrot froze him. Which Brainrot is that? Frigo Camelo, comment a heart. But if you're sure it's Elefantino Frigorifero, like, share, and subscribe. It is Elefantino Frigorifero who freezes Tatata Sahur. Tung Tong Sahur leaves them behind and starts walking toward the laboratory holding the golden egg. But he still needs 2 more golden eggs. Wait a second. It looks like he's walking in a wrong direction, and there are zombies. Tung Tong Sahur slowly walks back, but boom! Zombies start running toward him. Tung Tong Sahur runs for his life and jumps inside this house to hide. Wait, there's someone holding 2 golden eggs, and it looks like she's about to cook them. Which Brainrot is that? Sigma Boy, comment a heart. But if you think it is Sigma Girl, like, share, and subscribe. It is Sigma Girl holding 2 golden eggs. Tung Tong Sahur kicks her and takes the eggs from her hands because she was about to cook them. Tung Tong Sahur is so happy now. He can finally cure Losterito with them. He quickly runs toward the laboratory holding the eggs and gives the eggs to Dul Dul. Dul Dul cracks them and mixes them into the potion. And boom! The potion is ready. Tung Tong Sahur finally gives the potion to Losterito and he drinks it. Boom! He's normal again. Losterito hugs Tung Tong Sahur. Wait a second. Who's this entering the laboratory? Es persona, senora. Comment a heart. But if you're sure it is Ballerina Cappuccina, like, share, and subscribe. It is Ballerina Cappuccina coming towards Tung Tong Sahur, and she has turned into a zombie. Tung Tong Sahur is about to unalive her, but then he feels bad for her and gives her a zombie curing potion. Ballerina Cappuccina drinks it while Losterito is playing with Legos. And boom! She's normal again. She hugs Tung Tong Sahur for saving her and asks him for a date. Tung Tong Sahur picks up Losterito and agrees to go on a date with her. They go straight to the cafe. They all look so happy together. Wait, who is that riding a unicycle? Tatata Sahur, comment a heart. But if you're sure it is Tic Tac Sahur, like, share, and subscribe. It is Tic Tac Sahur riding on a unicycle behind Tung Tong Sahur. He's just there to say Happy Halloween and give some candies to Losterito. Losterito looks so happy. Tung Tong Sahur picks him up and walks straight with Ballerina. There are pumpkins everywhere. It looks like someone is celebrating Halloween. Oh my god! Every Brainrot is wearing a costume and celebrating Halloween. Wait a second. Who is this giant Brainrot? La Sahur combination. Comment a heart. But if you're sure it is La Halloween combination, like, share, and subscribe. It is La Halloween combination celebrating Halloween with another Brainrot. Tung Tong Sahur and Losterito are so scared of him. Oh no! La Halloween is walking toward them. Tung Tong Sahur is about to run. But La Halloween looks friendly and gives them costumes. Ballerina Cappuccina takes the costumes from his hand and they start walking toward the changing room. And boom! They are ready! Oh my god, they look so cool! Wait a second. Which Brainrot is this talking with Losterito? Or Calero or Kala? Comment a heart. But if you're sure it is Tralalero Tralala, like, share, and subscribe. It is Tralalero Tralala talking with Losterito. He quickly hugs Losterito while Tung Tong Sahur and Ballerina are watching them from behind. Losterito looks so happy. He finally met his father, Tralalero Tralala. Wait a second. Where did Ballerina go? She was just right here. Tung Tong Sahur gets so worried and starts looking for her. And boom! She's flying in the sky, riding a dragon. Oh my gosh, she's so fearless. Wait, who's this Brainrot she's riding on? Bombardino Crocodilo. Comment a heart. But if you're sure, it is Dragon Cannelloni. Like, share, and subscribe. It is Dragon Cannelloni giving a ride to Ballerina Cappuccina. They are flying so fast. Tung Tong Sahur and Losterito are shocked. They can't believe it that Ballerina is riding on a dragon. Wait a second. Why is Losterito crying all of a sudden? Tung Tong Sahur asks him what happened. He says he wants a pizza. Tung Tong Sahur takes him straight to the pizza shop. He's about to order. But wait, this pizza man looks familiar. Which Brainrot do you think he is? Dino Kid, comment a heart. But if you're sure it is Nubini Pizzanini, like, share, and subscribe. It is Nubini Pizzanini giving pizza to Tung Tong Sahur. Tung Tong Sahur takes the pizza and sits with Losterito to eat it. But Tung Tong Sahur wants to go to the washroom all of a sudden. He tells Losterito to stay right here and goes to the washroom. He peacefully starts whistling while taking a dookie. And boom! Losterito is screaming outside. Tung Tong Sahur quickly runs out, but Losterito is gone. He gets so worried. Wait a second. Who is that running away from the pizza shop? Udin din dun madin din dun. Comment a heart. But if you're sure it's Ballerina Lololo, like, share, and subscribe. It is Ballerina Lololo running away from the pizza shop, and he's holding Losterito Losterito in his hands. Tung Sahur runs after him, but Ballerina Lololo is super fast. And boom! He vanishes from Tung Sahur's sight. Tung Sahur gets so frustrated and climbs this watchtower, and he's about to jump off it. But boom! He hears the screaming of a kid being chased by a zombie. Which kid is that getting chased by a zombie? Los Lirilitos. Comment a heart. But if you're sure it is Los Sahuritos, like, share, and subscribe. It is Los Sahurito getting chased by a zombie. Tung Sahur quickly runs down from the watchtower and kicks the zombie so hard that it flies into the sky. Los Sahurito is looking so scared. Tung Sahur quickly goes toward him and hugs him tight for a while. Then he starts walking home to drop him off. But boom! All of a sudden, this Brainrot anomaly starts running behind them. Which Brainrot is that? 6'9". Comment a heart. But if you're sure it is 6'7", like, share, and subscribe. It is 6'7" running behind Tung Sahur. He has turned into a zombie. Oh my god! He's looking so scary! 6'7" quickly grabs Tung Sahur and snatches Los Sahurito from his hands. And boom! He eats him alive! Tung Sahur is in shock. He can't believe what just happened. And boom! 6'7" runs away, and Tung Sahur starts crying his eyes off. Wait a second! Who's that small Brainrot walking towards Tung Sahur? Pee-pee Corny! Comment a heart! But if you're sure it is Pee-pee Potato, like, share, and subscribe. It is Pee-pee Potato walking towards Tung Sahur. Pee-pee Potato goes near him and bites his leg super hard. Oh my god, that hurts so much! Pee-pee Potato runs for his life, but Tung Sahur catches him and squeezes him like a lemon. Wait a second, Tung Sahur is acting weird. It looks like he's gonna turn into a zombie. And boom! He turned into a zombie and starts chasing an innocent Brainrot. Which Brainrot is that? Herbaloni Loli. Comment a heart. But if you are sure it is Crabito Cocosito, like, share, and subscribe. It is Crabito Cocosito running away from zombie Tung Sahur. Tung Sahur quickly catches him. And boom! He eats Crabito Cocosito alive. Tung Sahur is looking so terrifying and starts walking toward his home. Suddenly, lightning strikes in the sky and smoke appears everywhere. It seems like something crazy is about to happen. And boom! A giant anomaly emerges from the smoke. Tung Sahur gets super scared and hides inside this garbage bin. But who's that walking through the smoke? La Grande Combinación. Comment a heart. But if you're sure it's La Supreme Combination, like, share, and subscribe. It is Bobrito Bandito running towards Tung Sahur. He quickly picks him up and puts him inside the car, then rushes straight towards the hospital. Oh my god, he is driving so fast! And boom, they reach the hospital in a blink of an eye. He lays him down on a stretcher and rushes him inside. Tung Sahur is in so much pain, and the doctor starts the procedure, but it's not looking good for him. Tung Sahur might not make it. Please like this video to save him, and subscribe for the next episode. No! Tung Sahur is still in the hospital. The doctors are operating on him, and they bandage his wound, but he's still not waking up.
He's not waking up because the viewers didn't like the video.
Guys, please like the video to save him. Woohoo! Everyone like the video. Oh my god, something magical is happening. And boom! Tung Sahur finally woke up, and he's completely fine now. Guys, thank you for saving Tung Sahur, and subscribe for the next episode. And also comment a heart if you love Tung Sahur.